Hey guys, what's up? While we're doing socials here, I'm gonna take a second to share everything. But I wanted to show you something I've been working on, so it'll keep you a little bit more entertained than just a picture and some music. So I'll be right back. guys, so if you want to see the rest of that video, it is actually on my page. Full 7.5 minute, I think, little montage of different skits. And yeah, I worked really hard on it, so if you guys want to check that out, that would be super cool. So I have a theory about the castle. I'm gonna get to all the reasons why, but I do believe that you see how it's kind of like got layers, this mountain? Let me see if I can get you a better picture. Yes. So, okay. See how it has like different layers, almost like a cake? I believe that it's gonna start melting downward around springtime, and I think throughout the season, as it gets warmer out, it's going to melt and the castle will be inside. There's two reasons for this. The first reason is because when I saw the island far out originally, I thought to myself, like, oh, it's gonna hit the island and break the castle out of it, you know? We know that the castle is in there, and we were never 100% certain that the snow area would be here always. I think maybe a small portion will always be there, kind of a snow area, if you will. But I think that the area around the castle, and I also think that the, what even is that? I can't tell with it, like, I think it's salty. I don't know. I'm dyslexic, so I can't tell on the map. But whatever that is underwater over here. No, salty, that's not salty. That's, I don't know. I can't tell. I'm sorry. Well, I think both this whole area here is gonna melt for sure. Like this little lake and the mountain. God, I can't believe you can't see my mouse. That's annoying. Okay, so I'm like pointing to you with my mouse, but you can't see it. It's really, really great. But I do think that it's going to all melt in the spring. And here's some reasons why as well, because I found this in the game. I thought it was like kind of interesting. Okay, so I was looking up a little bit of Roman mythology here. So first clue was the husky. His name is Remus. Now I don't know if you guys are like familiar with Romulus and Remus, but it's a story about twins. Long story short, Remus dies. And, yeah, here's the funny thing, is I look at Remus, right? I know the story of Romulus and Remus, knowing that Remus dies, okay? So, also, something funny here. If it's winter, why is this dripping? See, I think that's part of, like, the spring thing that I was talking about earlier, how, like, it's gonna melt and stuff. I think that's a clue. Because it's dripping, and if it were like, you know, 32 degrees Fahrenheit or colder, then it would be solid frozen. It wouldn't be melting. So it obviously has to be warm out for ice to melt. Okay, this is like something we all know, right? So not only that, but I do believe that this axe replay cinematic. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. I was hoping it would show the replay of, like, what the axe does, but the little, like, things like flap. I don't know if, like, they were showing, like, they're alive or something, but I thought it would be kind of funny, like, you know, how they have, like, that, cryo. What do they call it? Where they, like, freeze your body, and then, like, 1,000 years later when they have a cure, they unfreeze you. Whatever that is called. But, yeah, so I was thinking that this is a clue about spring, because also it looks like there's like little sprouts of things growing off of it. Okay, but back to Remus. I told you Romulus and Remus. Remus dies. And, yeah, so anyway, I'm going through here. I'm just like looking at stuff. And then, okay, anyway, music just randomly decided to come back on. Cool. Where is it, though? So then, we also have this back bling. And it's also dripping, like it's melting. It's like a penguin, right? In a cube, ice cube. But he's also melting. Both of them are melting. Okay, and then you go on and you're looking through, right? All of these are like whatever. But then the next one is Remus the Skull. And I was just telling you, Remus dies. So Remus starts as Dog Remus, right? Dog Remus, right here. Then he dies, just like in the story. And then I believe that the last one is a clue as well, because he's ice. So I think that they're implying that the iceberg is like Remus and it's gonna die. So basically, that ice thing is just gonna melt. And I think that that's a really big clue. Like, I feel like it's obvious, like, when you look at it, and now that I've told you, like, the story of how it works and whatever, how Romulus kills Remus. Well, I guess I didn't go into the whole story, but basically they killed each other to be the best. They wanted to name Rome. And they were like, oh, it should be called Reem because I discovered it. And he's like, oh no, it should be Rome because I discovered it. So they kill each other over it. And Remus dies. And that's how Rome was named, apparently. But, yeah. So, dog alive, dog dead, dog turned into iceberg, dog is Remus. I'm thinking they're telling us, don't get used to this, like, big iceberg thing being here. It's gonna disappear. I think it's gonna disappear. And I think that, okay, this is the same mythology with Poseidon and Zeus. So, here's the thing, is, Poseidon and Zeus obviously are both wrapped into this story in some ways. All of it's kind of connected. Greek and Roman mythology kind of merge a little bit. But anyway, I think that in the spring, it's going to melt down, it's going to reveal the castle inside, and with that, I believe that there's going to be a flood, and they're going to have a ton of Poseidon stuff, or like just like a ton of like under the sea kind of stuff. And I think that they may incorporate possibly like boats or like a canoe or something. That would be like super cool. Or perhaps you could like turn into a mermaid under the water or something. I mean, that's a little extreme, but I'm saying like maybe you could swim. Like, we have options here. Like, if there's a ton of water and it's going to be part of a new season, you would think that maybe like that could be a thing. Like, maybe you could swim around just so that you can travel through the water. Or like maybe the water is deep because it was a whole iceberg and is now filling a valley. You know, I'm just saying, just thoughts here. I don't know what you guys think about this. Let me know in the chat because I'm really curious. Do you guys have your own theories in this? I have it set to top chat instead of live chat, so I had to click off for a second. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that. I thought it was kind of interesting. And maybe if you guys aren't super familiar with, you know, Greek or Roman mythology, like I could like be the enlightenment for you, show you the way of the Zeus and whatnot, and kind of show you what I've noticed about the battle pass and possibly some clues that they were giving us here. But what do you guys think? Is it convincing? Am I convincing you? Because, okay, dog alive, Remus. His name is Remus, untamed and unafraid. Next, he's friggin' dead. He's a skeleton, skull. An extra style. That death, that is an extra style. Yeah, I don't think Remus was thinking so. But that was just a new style. Romulus was like, hey, I think that you'd look really good dead. Here's a new style. It is called Skull. You're dead. And then he was like, all right, now you're an iceberg and you're gonna die again. I honestly think that that's what it is, though. I really do. I don't know what's up with the Dreamcatcher. I think it's just there to be, like, cool looking. I don't know. Because really, Dreamcatchers are just to catch nightmares. Maybe it's like a, oh, we're out of, like, the Darkness Rises era. I'm gonna catch all your nightmares with my super majestic and mystical Dreamcatcher. I don't know. I don't know what's up with the Dreamcatcher. But Remus dies in the story. Rome gets named Rome because Romulus was the winner of that death duel. And then they imply that Remus is also ice. An extra style option for Remus. An extra style option. That is all it is, guys. Just an extra style option. Like, it's basically telling you that the iceberg is Remus and is gonna die. Like, I feel like it's really obvious if you, like, really look at it. I don't really know what's up with this, but I did notice that this picture is in the underground, like, not layer, but, like, tunnel thing under Wailing Woods. I'm not sure why that they're bringing this up. It was like a while ago that they even had it look like that. But I don't know, it might be like a tribute to the new creative mode where you can just like build that, all that shit like over again or whatever. I was okay with the creative mode, but I don't like that it doesn't have like a private mode. I think it needs one. Because I don't always want, like, 16 people in the game with me, you know? If it were, like, Playground, where I could, like, make it solo, that would be cool. I believe there's new changes to Save the World as well. I actually haven't checked out any of the Frozen maps yet. That would be a glacier iceberg type thing. And also these, like, dripping... all of the dripping ice things, like... the pickaxe and the back bling are both dripping like they're melting, and they wouldn't be melting unless it was warmer outside than freezing temperatures. So, since it's winter, obviously you would assume that since the whole area is covered in ice, that it would probably be, you know, cold enough for ice, because the whole place is covered in ice. So I think that's also another clue, is those back bling and harvesting tool, both of them dripping as if they're melting. I don't know, guys. I think I've, like, convinced myself that I'm right. I, like, really have convinced myself. I don't think that there was anything else that I was noticing. That's violent! It's a game where we shoot each other, what am I saying? But no, that's, like, pretty cool. I can't believe I didn't notice that picture when we were going through it. Yeah, but I don't think there was any other things in the battle pass that were reminding me of that. Oh, there was one other thing. Is it this picture? No, it's not that picture. Is it this picture? Yes. Okay. So, this picture is from when I was playing the other day, and, I noticed there was just, like, a little satellite, and it's pointed towards the moon, and I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. I haven't seen, like, a little baby satellite just chilling around in Battle Royale before, so I was like, cool, look at the little satellite, and then I looked up, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's pointing at the moon! And, I think that would also go with, like, the seasonal thing, like, an aim, and, like, the whole, like, monitoring everyone kind of thing. Oh, and that's another thing, is the aim skin, hang on. The aim skin, let me get out of all these images. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go to the aim skin. So something I noticed about the emblem he has, hang on. We're gonna have to take this back bling off. Okay. Can we see his symbol on his back? No. I think it's just in front. Okay. So, here's the thing is, like, everybody's saying, like, this is, the world, and it's like they're watching the world because it's like a camera lens. I've heard a million people say that. But, then there was this new skin that came out a few days ago. I didn't get it, but, she had a similar thing on her, but it only had, like, a few of them, and I realized what it really is, you guys. It's a disco ball. Because on the other character, you can really tell that it was actually a disco ball. And I'm not really sure, like, what's up with that. people, it says scanning the area for targets, so I would assume that that's like why there's like the camera lens thing, is because it's scanning the area, maybe. I don't know. But I think that that's a disco ball, and I think they're trolling us hard. Because on that other girl skin, I don't know if you guys know which one I'm talking about. It was like a recent one that came out. It was just like a nothing skin. It was like an uncommon or something like that. And she came, I think she also had a glider with the same symbol on it or something. But yeah, she had like a similar thing, except for there were like little pieces of these things missing. And it looked like light coming out, you know? And I was like, oh my god, it's a disco ball. But yeah, just maybe another option of what that could be. And we do have Disco Domination, and it was a very, very popular LTM. So who knows, maybe they're doing something more with that, I don't know. Also, it could be the Storm is like the, I don't know. I'm just like, there's so many theories I could come up with, just like random stuff I could like put together and like try to make it a theory. But, yeah, I was hoping I bought that girl to show you guys, but oh well. That's okay. I meant to look up stuff about Zenith. I might do that right now. Hang on, Zenith. It says, the time at which something is most powerful or successful. A point in the sky or celestial sphere directly above an observer. So I'm guessing it's like implying about him using a zipline. Peak performance at any elevation. Yeah, I think that's what that's all about. I don't know. I like to go through a lot of the stuff I find in the game, and I like to research some of the stuff it's based on. But yeah, I don't know how like the witch thing fits in, but I don't really care because I really like the skin. But I'm still trying to figure out like how that fits into the story, unless it was just supposed to be a Halloween costume and that's it, you know. But who knows? Who knows? I am gonna play one game just so that we can get some gameplay in. But I wanted to go over those theories and see what you guys' thoughts were on it, because I thought it was really interesting. And I think that we have kind of a spring event to look forward to. I think something will definitely happen as the season goes on. I believe that it's going to melt starting from the top down. And we're going to start seeing more and more of that castle as it gets warmer outside. But for now, I think probably for like the first month or so, we're not going to really see any big changes unless they add something small to the game. But I don't know. We'll see. They love to just surprise us and be like, hey, guess what? There's a live event today. Surprise! And then we're like, oh, okay, let me stream for 12 hours because I'm not exactly sure what time. Luckily, they've changed that a little bit. Now they're actually telling us what time, but, yeah, there was a time that they told us nothing at all. So, that's it for my theory, really. I don't really think there's anything else. But yeah, Remus died. Iceberg. I think they're related to the story. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm trying to decide whether I want the hamster or this. It does have a pretty cool, like, back bling, doesn't it? Matches perfectly. I unlocked the next tier of this chick. She's actually pretty sweet. I'm probably gonna keep rocking, like, the, upgrades as I get them. Even though I really like her, like, original first two skins. Just so that I can, like, kind of show off a little bit to people in the playground. Show them who's the boss. But, you know, other than that, I think in, like, the next couple of seasons or so, I'll probably rock her as, one of her first two. I like the first one the best, I think, because I love the hat and everything. But, yeah. So, I want to actually just jump into a game. And we'll get some gameplay in. We got, Bearable Note hanging out with us. And, let's jump into some Team Rumble. Oh, I didn't mean to say stop. That was a complete accident. I meant to do the llama cadabra. Wow, I need to watch out for that. Need to seriously watch out for that. I'll give them a heart. I feel bad. I didn't mean to tell him to stop. It looks like I'm wearing like an 80s bathing suit. Is anybody else seeing that? It draws all the attention right to the crack. Like there's just no avoiding that. Where should we land? Let's go to is it Shady Shores? I always forget. Snobby Shores, right? Snobby? Yeah. Actually, let's just stop here, because nobody's here. We'll be the only ones on the mountain. We can zip line up to the top. Then we can just go right over to that one. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, you should definitely look up the story of Romulus and Remus. There's probably like videos on it on like YouTube or something, like where you can easily like summarize kind of the whole story without, you know, having to do like actual research. But yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of interesting that different mythologies have a lot to do with the game in general. I did not mean to do that. But yeah, I don't know. They like to bring in like the ancient gods and things, which is interesting to me. Have they had Thor? I don't think they've had Thor. They'll probably get to that. They're probably saving it for like, you know, they've had a hard time or something. They're like, it's okay guys, it's time. We're gonna release the Thor skin and then everyone will forgive us. I bet that's the situation. That's probably what's happening. Oops. They're like, when we really fuck up, we'll release the Thor skin and everyone will come back. It's like the backup plan, you know? When everything goes wrong, that is the plan. Although it wouldn't do me any good, I wouldn't use it. Kitty! I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing, but it's really cute. Meow! She's trying to talk to me. We're having a conversation. Right, kitty? Yeah? She's really talking to me, man. She's like, guys, play with me. I see you, kitty. I see your little face. She's like, Mom, excuse me. I'm very troubled by you not petting me at every moment. We'll go this way. I'm so indecisive. Oh no! That could have been bad. That could have been real bad. Oh, and now it is bad. Where is that coming from? I don't even know. I don't even know where it's coming from. Get him, bearable note. Get him! I don't know where they were. I don't know where they were, but... Kitty, what are you doing? What? She must have a toy down there or something. My cat plays fetch, but my dog does not. Oh my god. Oh my god. Huh? Someone over there? Where are they? You shooting me? What's up? Oh, you want to get on the plane. Gotcha. We're doing tricks! Do a barrel roll! Hey Bugsy, what's up? It's a lot of kills they got tallied there. Oh no! Where is that coming from? We're upside down. I can't see anything. Okay, hang on. Somebody is... Oh, what are we doing? Are we free falling? What? Oh, we're going down. Oh, we're going down. Oh, that is fast. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to get it back up once it's like, once it starts dive bombing into the ground, I'm like, I don't know how to go back. I'm really bad at flying airplanes. Haha! I'm diving down. Anything good? Anything good, guys? No? Alright. Me and my green tech. It's just me and my green tech. Hopefully that will be good enough. Oh! Oh, hey! Gotcha. Where is everybody, though? Like, where is the fight? I don't know where everyone is. Where is everybody? I guess we gotta go in closer. I don't think anybody has I don't think anybody can really have snipers right now, but kind of wanted to use my cool thing. Oh god. Where's everybody? I don't really think there's any snipers happening. I don't see any. No tree toppers or nothing. Ugh! If only I didn't have a burst. And a green tack. What the hell? Thought I heard someone zooming around me. I was like, excuse me. And more bursts, of course. Get that? Okay. I'm hoping there's something good in this place. I almost want to take this over that. Because the burst is like, makes you stop for such a long period of time. And I'll probably grab that balloon. Ooh, yay. Oops. No. Yes. Okay. Where is it? This way? Ooh, ooh. Hold on. Alright, alright. Let's see what's in this. Another burst! Ugh! Guess we gotta go this way. Oh, we got a tree sniper. Where'd he go? I see you. Oh, come on. I saw their little ears. I saw them. Did they jump? Dang it. No kills, what is this? Ah, I'm usually much better. I feel like I spent most of the time looking for a good weapon. I feel like good weapons haven't really been spawning as often. I feel like there's been a lot of green in my life. Oh, look at that! We got the gray werewolf. It's gonna make me look at it now. It's like, look at what you got. Aren't you so glad? Aren't you so glad you unlocked that? I still have 2 more of those. I wasn't really focusing on it much though, because I'm probably never gonna use him. He's just kind of like a cool thing to have, I guess. But anyway, what have we got here? I did unlock this one. I just, like, haven't been using it. I guess we can use that one for now. Or, I don't know. It's kind of loud. I guess they're all kind of loud. I kind of want to use this one for now. Alright. We can do better than that. We're not going out like that. We're gonna get some kills. So if you guys are just tuning in, you want to know what that clickbait is all about. Basically in the battle pass, there are 3 dogs. The first dog, his name is Remus. That's not it, that's the hamster. Now the story of Romulus and Remus, was about 2 twins, and one killed the other over getting to name the city of Rome. And obviously, Romulus won because it's Rome, it's not Rem, so, or Reem. So, yeah, so that's the story of Romulus and Remus. Now, I just told you that in the story, Remus dies, correct? Well, the next outfit of that same dog is Skull, like he's dead, like, just like how I said in the story of Romulus and Remus, he dies. This Remus dies too! And then, the final Remus is Ice. And I think that they are implying that the iceberg is Remus, or like Remus, will also die. I think in the spring it is going to melt down. I think throughout the season we're going to see it melt gradually once it starts getting to the warmer months. Now I know that the season ends in February, so it'll probably start happening around January, February, and then of course there will be the spring season, which will be perfect because then they'll have, I don't know, I'm guessing they'll probably have some kind of lake or river or something that we can swim in, because along with that same mythology is Poseidon and Zeus, and I do believe that they coincide somehow with the Romulus and Remus story. I'm not like super studied up on that as of late, but yeah, so I think that would be really cool if they kind of incorporated that Poseidon stuff in the spring. They could incorporate swimming or something like that. I don't know, it's just ideas. They could bring in boats. Who knows what will happen? Who knows if I'm even right about it melting, but I think that since before, when it was just an island out at sea, and we could see just the top of the castle, and even upon people glitching out, they didn't see that other part of the castle that is sticking out now. So I do believe that the iceberg is slowly going to melt. They may still have kind of a frozen area, because I can't see them taking the snow away from that Bavarian area. Bavaria is known for having snow. I have bought the battle pass. What? I don't understand what you mean. Were you trying to shame me for not having the battle pass? But I have it, so I don't understand. Anyway. Yeah, so I do believe that that whole area there will melt, and possibly, because that is kind of a valley, will become a lake of some kind, and perhaps you can swim, which would be pretty cool. I mean, it depends on how they incorporate swimming, but, yes, that's correct. The Romulus and Remus twins were, put in a basket and floated down the river, basically, and then they were raised up to toddlers by wolves, and then were found by a family, and then that family raised them into handsome young men, as the story says. And then they become older and more successful, and they start building Rome, and you know, they put their whole heart into it, and you know, it's like a big long process for them. And then when it comes to naming it, he's like, oh, well, I want it to be Reem, because, you know, my name is Remus. And the other brother was like, oh, well, I want it to be Rome, because my name is Romulus. And so then they had a fight to the death, and Remus died. And so yeah, that's how Remus dies. And so that is the story of why it is called the city of Rome and not the city of Rheims. But yeah, it's like old Roman mythology. So if you guys didn't know that story, it's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, just a little tidbit of that, in case you guys didn't understand the context of what I was really talking about. But yeah, it's it kind of seems like they're hinting that at us. And I think that if we didn't assume it, they would, and then it happened, I would feel really dumb. So I have to tell the world about it. I really think that that's what's going to happen, and I think that those are the events that are going to lead up. Did I just hear a bullet whip through here? Is somebody else in here? I didn't hear anyone. Interesting, interesting, okay. I don't believe I checked up here yet. Oh, that's bearable note. Hello! I'm just checking out all the things, don't mind me. Okay. And then I was gonna check this chest over here. Boop. Alright. Let's get out of here. Took the worst route possible. That is so like me. Let me just run back up this hill real quick. Where are you? I was going to take the zip line, sir. Oh, I guess that maybe isn't the right way. Let's go this way. What? I'm over here. Where are you? Where are you? I'm over here. Yeah, I'm gonna just take the zip line. I don't have the Nogops, and I'm probably not gonna buy it. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, if I get Christmas skins, I'll take them, but, I'm not gonna buy them, though. I'm not the seasonal skin type of person. Halloween is, like, one of those times that, like, I'll actually buy stuff. That's my holiday, but, yeah, Christmas and we have some history. We got some rocky history, you know? Let's see. Where should we go? I don't even know where anybody is. Are they up there? I can't see anything. Everything is blocks. Okay. I'm going in, guys. Why is everybody spread out? That's not how you team. Oh look, we got a little group here. Check it out. This skin looks good with the Rainbow Smash Axe. It actually looks really good with the other Llama Corn Axe too, the, what what do you call it? I don't know. Excuse me. Whoops. My bad. Somebody is shooting me from over there. What the heck? Where's this person shooting from? I guess they went away. Hello? Hello? Oh, somebody's in there. I saw little bullets. Maybe not. Okay. I was gonna try shooting that guy, but he's kind of far. Don't kill me with your plane. No! Ah! Dang it. I'm not doing well today, guys. Look at my team, though. Like, why are we all spread out like that? This is not teamwork. I don't know what this is. It ain't good, I'll tell you that. No, I'm trying to conspicuously land. God. Crazy, these people. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Where are they even? Oh, I see them. Ah! Dang, I could hardly see him up against that tree. The skin is like camouflage. Dang it. I'm really mad right now. I don't think I've gotten any kills this stream and it's making me upset. I had a bunch earlier. Why can't I be like that now? I should have saved all my good games for you guys. Instead, I suck. Don't worry, I'm working on my self-esteem issues. Is that some? I thought I just saw somebody, maybe. Oh, I see you. I see you. Oh, I just needed to hit them like one more time. I wish I had a better shotgun too. That I'd probably feel a little more secure if I had one. Are we teamed up anywhere yet? Not really. Good to know. Dang it. I wanted to kill them. Here we go. Oh! I should have put on a shield. I thought about it, but then I was like, someone's gonna kill me if I put on a shield. Let's go. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? I just don't know. I just don't know. They're already shooting at me. There's a guy right there shooting at me. Oh my gosh. Like, give a girl a break. Okay. Let's see who's around these pots. Oh, I see you up there. Where'd you go? Oh, shit. Oh! Oh! Oh, this is painful. We got any snipers? We can snappity snipe. Oops. Whoops. Where did all those snipers go? Like, there's none up there now. Like, where did you go? Where are these snipers? What the heck? Okay, well... Oh! I was asking for it, man. I keep landing in the dumbest spots. Look where it landed me and look where all my peoples are. I'm like in the ocean. What is this? I don't even know. Alright, surely I can snipe somebody. I mean, someone. Come on, land somewhere. What? Did I seriously just shoot the tree? Whatevs. Man, it's really hard when the final circle is in the Frosty Heights area, or Flights, whatever. Everything's just like open space, so you can't really stop anywhere and like do anything, really. They just like shoot you before you even hit the ground. That's crazy. So, in case you guys were wondering what's in the item shop, they got this new skin, Waypoint. It's basically just in reference to air traffic control, I believe. And then, of course, they brought back the Yuletide Ranger and Nog Ops. Unless they didn't have this guy before, but I think they had both of these already before. And then they also have the You Shouldn't Have harvesting tool. To Jess from Kyle. So if your name is Kyle, that is for you. And that's about it. I'll go over my theory one more time in case you guys missed it. So basically, my theory is that the dog being called Remus is a reference to Roman mythology and the Romulus and Remus story. And the Romulus and Remus story is essentially these brothers, these twins, get pushed down the river, and they get raised by wolves up until like their toddler age. So they're like basically raised by wolves, which, I mean, this is a husky. It's like, you know, pretty close in relation, I would assume, for canines. So it was like he was raised by wolves, both of them, and then they were found by a couple which adopted them and raised them to handsome young men. And then they built a big city together, and they're so proud of it they both want their names on the city. So the brother Remus says, I want it to be called Reem because my name's Remus. And he's like, well, I worked harder on it. I think that it should be called Rome because my name is Romulus. And then they have a fight to the death, and Remus dies. Remus dies. Note, the pet's name is Remus, and his skin change, his first skin change, is a skeleton. They are implying death here. That is what skeletons imply. And then the final one is ice. And it basically looks like it's made out of exactly what the glacier iceberg is made out of. So I think that they're signifying that it is related to the iceberg. And I believe the iceberg is actually Remus, and he will die, just like in the story. I think that the mountain is going to melt up until the spring, and we're going to have some kind of live event, or maybe it'll just be the season change, and they'll perhaps have something either aquatic or just like springy. It depends on whether they decide to be realistic with it or not. Realistically, if a glacier or iceberg that size were to melt, it would fill the entire area with water. Now, if they did that, they could move on to Poseidon, which is another god in the same mythology, and they could incorporate perhaps underwater type stuff for that season, swimming maybe, or usable, like, rideable boats. And I also, there's another thing in the Battle Pass that implies that this might be the case, okay? So, good evidence here is this back bling, which happens to be ice that is dripping, and as you know, ice will not melt if it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit or colder. So that implies there is warmer weather happening in the future that is going to cause this to melt. And that's not the only thing that's melting. The ice pick as well, the abominable axe, also drips as if it's melting. Another thing in the Battle Pass that hints towards this is actually I believe it's a graffiti. Okay, there's this, which shows you fish, and it's like a porthole, right? Okay, and then there's also this other one. Where is it? Fish! And it's literally, they're fishing. Tell me that this theory is not really convincing you right now. Like, it has all of the little, like things, like there's this banner, which is a kraken or something, or like an octopus. Dude. That is what's happening. They're gonna incorporate fishing, probably swimming, and also there's like a big ogre-like thing. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it that I found over in Happy Hamlet area. Let me see. We'll make it this one. This place. I call it Grouchy. But Ben was saying, like, dude, that thing's gonna come to life. And I was like, I don't think it will. But, like, then they already have, like, the skins from the zombies. Who knows? They could incorporate something to maybe save the world or something with this guy. I'm not really sure. But he's grouchy, and I really love his face. It's actually a lot bigger than you would think. It's huge. Like, my character on top of it is a tiny little speck. It's crazy how big this is. I'm actually standing pretty far away from it when I took this picture. But yeah, there's that as well. But I do believe that the iceberg is going to melt, and then once the iceberg has melted, it will leave us in Poseidon's Wonderland, and I believe that Poseidon will actually be either the 100-tier skin of the next season, or it'll be your starter skin, and it will be changeable. I bet you any money. Bet you any money that I really think that this is going to happen. I have convinced myself that that's what's going to happen, and the evidence is just everywhere. It's like they're basically telling us. I mean, look at this. What else would we think that means? What do we have in the game that references to that at all? Catfish? There's no catfish. We have like the singing, dancing fish or whatever. We don't have fishing or catfish. I really believe that they're going to continue with this Greek mythology, Roman mythology, Nordic mythology. They're keeping a pattern here with all of that and incorporating everything. And you know what? Amelia Earhart should have been a tip-off that we are going to get airplanes. I don't know if I did predict that or not. Sometimes I just like come up with like a million theories and then like a lot of them I'll forget about. Let me know if I did predict that, because that would be cool if I did, but I don't think I did. Anyway, these are just a few of my theories. I really do believe that they're going to bring in a Poseidon era for Season 8, and I believe that they're going to have fishing. I think that they're going to have boating. I think that they're probably going to have swimming or, like, some kind of, like, maybe you can, like, loot chests or something underwater. Maybe they have, like, underwater weapons. I don't know. They could, like, there's so many things we could theorize. There's so many different things that we could, like, connect the dots here, too, and, like, just be like, that'll probably be in it. That'll probably be in it. Like, probably, like, a quarter of my predictions will be correct in reality. But, like, I still think that this was pretty legit of a theory, and I really just wanted to share it and get it out there before anybody else noticed it or thought of it. Because I haven't heard anybody talking about that dog or Remus or the mythology, really. I don't really hear people talking about the Nordic mythology and the Greek mythology and the Roman mythology. There was even a clue in, I believe it was either late season 4 or season 5. Somebody sent me a picture. We were able to decode it using Native American picture language. Like, they use all kinds of different mythologies and, like, ancient religions and stuff like that in the making of the game, which is like super interesting, and it also gives you kind of a leg up to guess the kind of stuff that they're gonna come out with ahead of time. And since I do believe the Romulus and Remus story has something to do with Poseidon and Zeus, I think I was reading that earlier when I was brushing up on my Romulus and Remus story, and yeah, but I think that it would make sense for them to bring in Poseidon and bring in Zeus. Zeus also controls the weather. And we have a big storm that closes in on us all the time. So who knows? Maybe they were trying to just tell us it was Zeus. You know? We could have a Thor skin coming soon. Who knows? Thor, Odin. Just bring in, like, all of the, like, ancient gods. And it would be solid. Like, I don't think anybody would question that at all. But yeah, so that is my theory. I think we're gonna have fishing one day. I think that we're gonna have possibly swimming or some kind of underwater challenge. These are my predictions. Put them in the books, guys. Write them down, because I feel very confident about my theories. These ones are, I feel really good about them. I'm not gonna say, like, it's going to happen indefinitely, but, like, I've kind of, like, mentally prepared myself to be right. I'm not even joking. Like, it seems obvious if you think about it. Like, the Romulus and Remus story, for them to have the dog in that order, that's the order that you get them in. Like, you get the Remus pet first, And then you get the dead Remus pet. And then you get the ice Remus pet. It's like, they're basically telling us that that's what's gonna happen. And then they're showing us like fishing and like a fish porthole and stuff, implying that there's like underwater things. They have these melting cubes, the back bling and the axe both are melting. I mean, you guys, it really seems like this is what's gonna happen. And you can already even see in the picture, is it this one? No, not that one. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? Yeah. Okay, so you can tell, like, there's different layers, you know, like cake layers, if you will. And I think that each of those layers is gonna disappear throughout the season. Implying, you know, spring is coming or whatever. But for the first couple weeks, I do believe that it's going to just be frozen, how it is, you know, whatever. And it'll be Christmassy, it'll be holiday-ish, but I think after the new year, we'll start seeing some changes or some new things. And possibly even some new clues. I don't know, guys. Do you think that my theory is legit? Do you think that it makes sense? Am I crazy? Am I the only one who has come up with this? Am I the first one? I don't really know. Let me know in the chat or in the comments below. And yeah, that's about it, guys. And make sure to check out my video. This is up on the up on my page. I have a whole cinematic video there with different skits and things like that. So if you guys want to check that out, that would be super, super cool. I spent a lot of time making it, and I hope that it will give you a laugh, especially when Santa goes and explores the world of Fortnite. Yeah, if you guys are here for the first time, please subscribe to my channel and maybe hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss a single video or stream that I post, or theory perhaps. And make sure to give this a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the stream or maybe possibly my theory. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!